Art Ekman takes a look back at the action last week in Dallas on our Mobile One update.
Last week, Ezra Lusk broke from the gate believing he could beat his old friend Ricky Carmichael. Mike LaRocco hit the deck in turn one, holding up Suzuki's Kevin Windham. Out front, Lusk, coming off 2 podium appearances, could feel the presence of Carmichael. But even though he made time of the whoops, Ricky, looking for his first 250 Supercross title, was faster in other areas. It was bar to bar for the first 5 laps. Carmichael took the lead. Lusk then bobbled, giving the Kawasaki rider the break he was working for. Defending champion Jeremy McGrath started in 4th. By the time he got into 3rd, RC and Lusk were gone. With Lusk holding down 2nd and Carmichael taking the checkers, it was just the margin of victory that the Florida native needed to win the 2001 250 championship. Carmichael, the #1 plate.
This Wide World of Sports update brought to you by Speed Pass. Today's way to pay. It's free from mobile.
What a monumental year it has been for #4, Ricky Carmichael, the changing of the guard. His first 250 championship. And what a different type year it's been for Jeremy McGrath. He's had to deal with that, the 7-time Supercross champion. It has been a tale of 2 seasons. The 2001 EA Sports Supercross season began in usual fashion as Jeremy McGrath ran away with the win.
Well, I was a little disappointed at the first Anaheim. You know, I figured, okay, let's see what everybody's got. You know, I worked my butt off in the off season. You know, I figured that I would be ready to win. And I went to Anaheim and he beat me in the heat race and, you know, and he did it fairly easy. And I was struggling with some arm pump and, you know, my heart and lungs were fine. I wasn't getting tired, and then the main event rolled around and things were looking good, and like I caught up to Yogi and like lap 13, my arms blew up and Jeremy did the same old thing, you know, just pulled away and won by 10 seconds. And you know, that was hard for me to accept, and I didn't accept it.
The first race was a bad example of what was to come, and the second race was San Diego, and that was it. I mean, right then I knew, you know, you could tell that Ricky had grown up a little bit and kind of went through the growing pains, and he was ready to challenge me.
That challenge quickly turned into all-out dominance on the season by Carmichael. At the 5th round in Anaheim, Carmichael amazed the fans by chasing down McGrath after Jeremy had built a huge lead.
I think a lot of people had written me off once I got a bad start. They said, well, maybe he'll get on the podium. That would be awesome if he could salvage a podium, you know, with the way the points are going.
I look back and I go, man, there's no way I shouldn't have won that race. I think I got messed up by a few lappers at the time, and I made my own mistake by not jumping the triple at one lap when I jumped too far into the face of it. Some uncharacteristic things happened to me there, and you know, there's no doubt I should have won the race. He rode an incredible race, and you know, I know what that feels like too, so I'd say it was a little bit of a reassuring that he was going to be there the whole time.
Once I got past Ezra into 2nd and started catching Jeremy, I knew that it was my race to lose. You know, when I was putting quite a bit of time on the guys a lap, and when you're putting that much time on it, you know you can win.
That event was the beginning of an 11-race winning streak that is still alive here in Salt Lake City. Last week in Dallas, Ricky Carmichael finally took the title from the greatest Supercross racer of our time.
He's did it to a lot of people a lot of years, and you know, it's but I don't know when I got in his head, you know, probably after I started winning consecutively, you know, 3 or 4 races at a time.
There's no better way to win a championship than dominate it. And he didn't just win the championship, he smoked it, and you know, he deserves it.
It feels awesome to beat Jeremy before he retires. I believe that he had a good bike this year. I believe he was on top of his game, and there was no excuses.
I want to work my butt off and try and beat Ricky next year, because obviously he's the man to beat now. So that's all right. All the pressure's on him now, not me. It's been on me for 10 years, you know. I'm kind of happy to have someone else have it.
Now I can focus on the win streak and not the championship, since the championship's behind me. I need 2 more races to tie his winning streak, and if I do tie it, then hopefully I can win next year the season opener, and then I won 14.
When you have such an incredible record, like I'm holding right now, it's you think, oh no, no one's ever going to get that. But you know, that's what records are for. They're made to be broken. I didn't think so soon there would be someone having a chance at it, but yeah, I think right now would be a great time to stop him.
Well, Jeremy McGrath had won 3 titles in a row until this season, the winningest rider ever, 72 victories to his credit. But in all but 2 races this season, it has been the Ricky Carmichael show.